Welcome to week 3 Pickems. It's your boy, the coach of the Muffin Mud Kids. It's Muffin, bringing you, yes, I said it already twice, week 3 Pickems, where we'll do it 15 minutes or under, or your next pizza's on Mingo. That's correct. Your next pizza is on Mingo. Guess what? Who we have special guest? Mingo. Say hi.
Whoa. I'm not buying people pizza.
You're right. You're buying people pizza and garlic bread if we don't finish this in 15 minutes or less. So let's get started. Our first week.
No. Just because these guys are broke, man, don't mean I want to be a broke man. I work for my money. I'm not spending it on these fuckers.
Anyway, we'll move on to week 1. I just shared my screen so you can see it as well. Week 1, we have me versus Vortex. Pretty much, looking at the squad, Vortex's team is very scary just because there's too many Pokemon.
Not gonna lie, you don't have a Palafin switch in.
Except for the fact that I do have a Palafin switch in. It's called either Screamtail or my Dragon, so fight me on that.
No, it don't. First of all, Goodra's defense is shit. It is not eating a +1 fucking Ice Punch.
Imagine being so wrong when I'm gonna prove you wrong.
You'll eat one.
And that's all I need. But that's all I need. All I need is one. All I need is one.
Have you seen Palafin's bulk?
I've beaten Palafin many times before. He's nothing on us. But
I'm gonna help Vortex. I want you to know I'm going to help Vortex, and I'm going to show you his Thulian Goodra is not a Vortex check, is not a Palafin check.
That's right. You helping someone's basically you waiting till the last minute and being like, yeah, that looks good. I should know. You try to help me this week.
Listen, not my fault.
But moving aside that, look, I think it'll be a close battle. To be honest, I think we both have threats on both sides. The issue with trying prep for Vortex, he has an entire squad to try and figure out what 6 he's going to bring, whereas, you know, you can kind of see which at least few I have to bring to even stand a chance. So I think it may be close, but I do think you're right, Palafin will be an issue. But I do think if he does not check certain Pokemon of mine, it could also kind of peter into, oh shit, I was not prepared for this.
I will say as well, between Palafin, you also have to fear Calm Mind Jolteon.
I can stall that out, that's fine. But other than that, we'll move on, because like I said, we don't spend time going through the teams and saying stress. We just basically say basic observations, like Palafin should be banned and Muffin sucks. Do we agree?
Palafin should not be banned. You need to know what the fuck you're doing around it.
You talk like I don't. But next up, we have Mingo versus Ditto, which, by the way, I forgot to pick. I'm saying Vortex will win this battle. What do you think?
Oh, so you actually put my Terror type right here, but wrong on the dock. What the fuck?
It's because if you check the dock now, it's updated. Man, you just complain. Welcome to the complain cast, where Mingo just does nothing but complain.
I'm not gonna lie, I have you winning versus Vortex.
Oh. That's fine. I'll choke just for you. But
yeah, probably.
We have Mingo versus Ditto. I'm saying, Mingo, you will win, but I think Ditto has surprised me of how close the Agar game was, and I think you still have your... I think it'll be close. I generally think Ditto has surprised me last week to the point where I'm like, I think they can do it. No offense.
Ditto, all I'm going to say to Ditto is, Zamazenta crowned. That's it.
And
that's all I'm going.
And all they gotta say is get burnt. But I do like.
Yeah, what's burning me? Zamazenta gets Stone Edge and it gets Substitute. I'd like to see them try.
Oh, you be surprised. You'd be surprised. But
fish, I get rest.
But I think overall, I think this will be another interesting battle. I do have my money on you winning, but I don't think it'll be a complete sweep. I do think Ditto has the skills with their team at the moment to make it close.
No, they won't.
Oh, well,
my bet.
We'll definitely have to see how that ends up then. Ooh. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Like I said, we don't spend a lot of time. We have Dewey versus Agar. Dewey, you've impressed me so far for both the first weeks. You've won your second league ever, which, by the way, congratulations. Big props to you. But against Agar, I'm sorry, it's going to Agar. Agar's not only the GOAT, but my man's team is terrifying.
the reason I say Aegir here isn't even because the skill difference. It's also the fact of he has no bundle answer.
And that's the real thing. Like, I mean, like, Colossal doesn't want to
Like,
take
I
a
guess-
Hydro Pump.
Like, I guess AV Golden Go can be a thing, or like Spadef Golden Go with Recover can be a thing, but that Golden Go also has to check a Galar Articuno and Fiona and the fucking dark type that I'm forgetting its name, Grimmsnarl.
Now.
Like, it also has to check those things as well.
And who knows, Physical Pole could be a thing. Who knows? That Aegir will make the most unhinged sets and then run with it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Mal comes to this to try and wall the fighting type.
So hold on, I
Yes.
actually know Aegir prep because he actually came to me. So, you know,
Well, we're not going to spoil that because that would be unfair, wouldn't it?
I'm not going to spoil it, but I do know his prep.
I do think, though, that I think Ariados could be a nice bring just because, once again, hazards. I think Ogerpon can maybe come as well, to be honest.
Wellspring do keep in mind, though, it cannot touch a bulky grass. I know this from using it recently, actually.
Yeah.
This form of Ogerpon does not touch bulky grasses at all.
But I do think I'll be very interesting to see what they bring for their Terra and what actually gets to Terra. Because like Sylveon could Terra, even Electro wouldn't be a bad Terra choice here. I don't think Colossal though.
Terra Ice Electrode here is kind of nice with it.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I'm sorry, I gotta give it to my boy Aegir. I feel like I'm gonna pick Aegir every week just because look at his team. I'm sorry, but why do we let him have this?
Favoritism at its finest, dethrone Muffin.
It's not favoritism because I believe I picked Dewey last week and I was correct. Woo!
Yeah, but he wasn't facing Aegir. Therefore, favoritism still resides.
Nah, we'll see. Next up is Brooks versus Derpster, which is also a very interesting one because we have the potential Snow team versus the absolute goated Sun team. I actually, honestly, I don't think this is the Derpster's best matchup. I think Vale does really well here.
Honest, blunt. If Dirt plays anywhere as bad as he did against Murmur, I think Brook walks away with this.
Granted, Brooks also can't like nearly throw half, like, because he also nearly threw like last week as well, not using Chi-Yu when they had a perfectly good Chi-Yu time. Like, I think Derpster can do it though, but I think it'll be tough because between Val, Ogerpon, and Walking Wake and Chi-Yu,
I think Derp can do it too, but again, the Glow King has a lot on its back trying to check the Wake and the Valiant. And not to mention, like, where AV Belly Bolt probably getting brought. I would not be surprised if it did.
honestly, I think Belly Bolt has been Derpster's like hidden gem because seeing first week, that was so seeing it just kind of wall and sit there was so impressive.
Belly Bolt is too fat for its own good.
So I definitely can see that, and who knows, we might get to see a return of the Doug Trio. Though it should be a Diglett. Brooks, give it a Doug Trio, give me Diglett. Give me Diglett.
Why would you want Diglett? He has Doug Trio. You mean he gives you Doug Trio, he gets Diglett.
Just give yourself Diglett, I'll give myself Diglett, we can be Diglett pals.
Don't ever say that again.
Confirmed, Gen 9 DLC, Doug Trio, Diglett's getting a middle Evo, it's just gonna be 2 Diglets, and they're just gonna be best friends. That's what's gonna happen.
My vote this week is Brooks. I think he has the better matchup into this.
I think Brooks as well, but I know Derpster will pull some heat out of this as well, just to prove us wrong.
I will say though, if Earth's smart about it, he'll just start throwing off future sights, because with Brooks's only future sight, both resist and immunity being Chi-Yu, you just kind of start throwing off future sights in this matchup.
And I mean, the moment hazards come up on Brooks' side and you're forcing them to switch, that's like the best case scenario for you to constantly gain that chip going. So
exactly. Keep in mind, Dougie cannot trap Glow King because of chilly reception.
That's true. That is actually
so in this matchup.
So it'll be very interesting, but Next up, we have Ninja versus our favorite thrower from week 1.
I'm just gonna say, after week 1, seeing him try and get spiteful and then getting the biggest fuck you from my Alolan Raichu that I've ever seen, I'm going to say Hail Boy actually wins this. Despite him being the best thrower we know,
love, because we gotta appreciate them.
like, despite him being the best thrower we know, there's no real ice resist on his opponent's team outside the Tinkaton, and that just gets EQ'd.
I will say,
So,
Ninja has shown me what they're kind of like Aegon. They've shown me their team. They showed me the plan. It'll be. I haven't we haven't done our week 2, so I don't know how their stats are gonna that's gonna go against me. But I do think that Bats alone Ninetales with the treads is very hard to overcome, but I don't think it's impossible.
I will say this though. I will not be surprised to see that Crocolore.
Oh.
That Crocolore being able to unaware that Excalibur or even something like Armor Rouge or bulk up treads or something and get a burn off on the treads or like just chip off on something, a yawn off on the axe, I would not be surprised to see it come.
I mean, I would be surprised to see something like maybe even Scarf just in case a D-Dance goes up and you can still outspeed, but I wouldn't also be surprised to see Peck, like maybe even AV Pecks to come through to, you know, try and trap anything.
I could see it. I'm just the Crocolore. I think that could be a nice little budget pick to bring here with like Terra Fairy.
I think Crocolore is just a fantastic like budget pick in general in draft leagues. I'm really starting to appreciate that.
Don't fucking die. And with Yawn and Will-O-Wisp, you can be very fucking annoying with it.
And then just put a little bit of hazards up, and like it's unless they're running boots, it's all over.
No, exactly. I do think that is the biggest flaw in Hailboy's team is the fact that rocks fuck him up.
Yeah, where your only like real like is only a rapid spinner, which I mean when you have a ghost type, it's a bit scary because you're kind of risking, okay, is their ghost type going to come? Am I going to hit it with a ground move, or am I going to try and rapid spin? Like trying to debate what you'd rather do, it can be scary.
He played a very, very risky game with me in week 1 where he was kind of banking on the fact that I didn't bring Bramblegast with his tread set.
But
like that was risky.
But I think overall, I'm gonna go, because I've kind of seen Ninja sets and I've kind of helped them a bit. I'm gonna go Ninja, but I definitely think Hail Team can definitely win.
I'm going Hail Team. I like my Hail too much. I go Hail Team.
Fair enough. Well, final battle is Momo versus Bandito, aka Loyal, because I like to piss everyone off.
I Murmur. I like my goat. He's my goat.
I will say this, Ben. I'm actually gonna say this for once. You not having hazard removal actually won't matter in this match because I don't think hazards are gonna come anyway. But I think, I do think.
Wait, who doesn't have the hazard removal?
Oh, Ben, I keep making fun of Bandit has no hazard removal, and I keep making fun of it about it.
They don't get fucking default. That's bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's terrible, but I like making fun of them about it because they
I don't know if I can hear. Oh well.
But I think Scarf and Emrys kind of runs a train on this team slightly.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would not say hazards don't come. Simply because Donphan can set them up pretty freely here, as can Empoleon, and there's okay, I guess you do have a grounded poison within.
Yeah. I will say though that if there's one thing I've seen is that setting up Manaphy after week 2 is now going to be even harder because people now know a type of strat to shut that thing down, which is really cool.
You just put in a fucking choice item and bye-bye, have a nice day.
Which, looking at moments, there's a few things that no trick, so I feel like that might go into the planning of everything. Bring in Pikachu.
And most of them don't mind holding a choice item. So you've very cautious about that. Having said that, though, Manaphy itself can just bring choice specs bullshit.
That is true. So
you know,
do a double
not
bluff.
always.
But
and that's also what we gotta worry about.
I think overall though, I'm gonna give it to Momo. I think Momo has this.
I think Murmur just does well here. Between Gyapdos and Enamorous, you're going to punch holes into this team.
And you wouldn't even need to, and you don't really need to set up either, which is the better part.
Well, no, you fucking bring Banded Gyapdos, pick a stack, bro. Like, pick your stack.
But that is, I believe that's every single battle for. Yep, that's every battle for this week. We did not get under 15, so guess what? Use code Mingo and get yourself a free pizza. From where? Figure it out. Just start calling random pizza places. You'll figure it out. Any final remarks on week 3? Do you think any battles that are gonna stand out to you, or are you excited to watch these battles? What do you think?
I don't really watch battles unless I'm scouting my opponent, and outside Egger, there's nobody here I really fear to scout. I think the most interesting, though, will be Bandito versus Murmur. I think that's the most balanced matchup this week in terms of, like, player skill.
I'm very excited to see Murmur and Bandito, just because, I mean, Bandito's on that rise. He wants that win after this. He wants it. And I know he can get it. And Murmur just chuck along. We love Murmur.
One thing I do kind of have in mind here is the fact that Sneasler into this matchup looks really fucking good.
Oh, it looks incredible. So I think that's why I feel like you will see a few scarfs just to make sure you can outspeed that thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I think if I'm Murmur this game, I probably bring Scarf and Amorous, Banded Gyapdos, and just kind of break early with Gyapdos and have an Amorous as that cleanup.
And then have Pikachu there for support. I 100% agree.
You know, I was going to yell at Murmur for the fact that he didn't have Terra Normal, but then I realized Pikachu lost Extreme Speed.
Nice.
And that's kind of bullshit, if you ask me.
It did, didn't it? I was thinking I was thinking Nacdex. Nacdex still has it, but
Nacdex. It also lost, I think it was Volt Tackle in Paldea, which is bullshit. But
makes no sense. Anime lied to us.
But, well, listen, I drafted it in a Paldea Dex League, and then I was like, oh, I'll give this Terra Normal. And the owner looked at me and was like, it doesn't get Extreme Speed anymore. I'm like, the fuck? That's bullshit. So I ran with a fake out Pikachu for half the league.
Fair enough. But with that will conclude our Pickems for week 3. Thank you, Mingo, for joining me in this very fast, very exciting moment. And I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely game. Get ready for week 4 because we have another special guest.
I hope the Hax gods look down on you and say fuck you. That's all.
And that's the wise words from Mingo. Hax God says fuck you. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I can't wait to see all those battles. Bye!